Hello everyone. Today I'd like to do something a little bit different. I'd like to share with you a little behind the scenes look at how I process the audio for my YouTube videos. So first things first, I record my game audio and my commentary audio simultaneously, but as two separate audio files. This gives me the most flexibility when processing my commentary, as well as adjusting the volume levels appropriately for each track when editing the video. So let's go ahead and drag in the audio for the project that we're working on here. This is commentary for one of my recent Hearthstone episodes. It's approximately 38 minutes in length, and it needs some work to be done to it. So first of all, let's go ahead and take a listen to the unprocessed audio, and you'll be able to see exactly what needs some work here. Alright, welcome back everyone to some more Hearthstone. We're going to be playing some more ladder today with our late game power shaman. Alright, you can hear that it's very quiet. Right now it's only at around 12 dB. We're going to want to boost that up to 0 eventually. But before I do anything, I like to go in here and find where there's these audio spikes here. These are usually like coughs or sneezes, mouth noises. Yeah, you can hear there. So I like to go ahead and add in silence where those are. After my outro here, I can go ahead and just delete that extra audio. Get rid of that. Sometimes where there are loud audio spikes like this, in the C and can't, I can go in here and highlight that and use the auto heal tool, and this should bring that down to a reasonable level. Can't win them all. And still retain the clarity of the speech. So what I'm trying to do here is make sure that the loudest audio is actually my spoken words and not
I'm really shocked he didn't.
Not unusual noises like coughs or sneezes or
really shocked he didn't go for my face.
Any other mistakes like that. So this is currently the loudest point,
he didn't go from,
and it is all just spoken words. So now we can go ahead and move on to the next stage, which is going to be correcting for something called DC offset. Now if we zoom in here, you can see this is the center line of the audio here at infinity, but our audio is hovering centered somewhere around like 30, 35. That's going to have to be corrected for. Otherwise, any compression or EQ we add to this file here is going to be a little messed up. So fortunately, Adobe Audition has an easy tool to fix this, and it's simply just normalize. We can normalize it to 100 dB. And make sure we have DC bias adjust set to 0%. And this should snap the center line of the audio directly to infinity without much hassle whatsoever. Alright, there we go. Our audio file has now been corrected for the DC offset, and it has been boosted so that the highest peak of the audio is now at 0 dB, which is exactly where we want it for the next step. Alright, so now that our audio has been normalized, so that our loudest peak here is just spoken audio at 0 dB, and it has been corrected for the DC offset, we can now add compression. Under Effects, Amplitude and Compression, Multiband Compressor, I like to use the Broadcast preset. But before we add any compression to this audio file, we must first make sure that the original recording was not recorded using automatic gain control. Under the Custom tab in your microphone, you have to make sure this is turned off. Otherwise, it'll be like you are adding 2 layers of compression to your audio file, which could emphasize sounds in your voice that you don't want, like breaths or just mouth noises. It won't make your audio sound any good. So make sure if you're going to add compression in post-processing that you're not recording it automatically with automatic gain control. However, if you were doing live streaming, then automatic gain control can be actually very helpful. It'll boost the volume of your voice without having to go through any effects processing whatsoever. But if you plan on processing your voice in post-process anyway, then you might as well keep AGC turned off. So let's go ahead and apply our broadcast preset to this 30-minute sound file. It's going to take a few minutes here. Alright, so our sound wave here has been beefed up quite a bit. Everything is now much thicker. Let's go ahead and take a listen to the intro again, this time with broadcast compression turned on. Alright, welcome back everyone to some more Hearthstone. We're going to be playing some more ladder today with our late game power shaman. Alright, much better. Although there are still some parts of the sound here that I'm not too happy with. You can hear there's almost kind of a bassy kind of rumble to my voice. Alright, welcome back everyone to some more Hearthstone. It kind of makes it sound muffled, and I'd really like to fix that. So in Effects, Filter and EQ, I have a 10-band equalizer here that I like to use. So first of all, we're going to be dropping all the frequencies below 31 down to 0. This will get a lot of that rumble out of the voice, as well as clean it up a bit, because most of the frequencies below 31 aren't even audible to the human ear, so it's no big deal that we just cut those out altogether. Next, there's a frequency here at 125. This is a big cause for a lot of the tones I don't like in my voice here, and I'm gonna boost this up just to emphasize the sound that I'm talking about, and we'll take a listen here. Alright, welcome back everyone to some more Hearthstone. You see how muffled and distorted that sounds. So by reducing this by 7, we can get a lot more clarity out of the voice. Alright, welcome back everyone to some more Hearthstone. Alright, so that sounds pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and apply that. Okay, so our audio is sounding pretty good here, but you might notice all of this horrible background noise in here. It is up to around 27 dB here, and that's far too noticeable for what we're going to be doing with this audio here. So we're going to be using noise reduction here, and I have a preset I like to use here. You can go ahead and copy these settings if you'd like. And the trick to using noise reduction effectively is to find a good sample of noise. And you want to make sure you get as clean a sample as possible. Otherwise, the noise reduction might be taking away from your actual voice, which you do not want. You want it to remove the background noise and retain the clarity of your own voice. So luckily, I like to put a nice quiet block of recording here just for this purpose. I like to get maybe about 4 or 5 seconds of silence here. Okay, so I've captured 4 seconds of a very clean background noise here that I can use as my reference point for the noise reduction. And you can see by this visual representation of the waveform how clean that just is. There's a few horizontal lines here, and that actually represents the ticking of the wall clock that's actually picked up in the background noise. So we're going to be able to remove that as well. But areas like right here, where you can see there's a bit sharper of a visual line, we don't want to cut out that noise because there's a lot of data here that might be removed from our own voice. So we want to make sure we only capture the room noise and not other bumps and, like a creaky chair or anything else. All right, so we're going to go ahead and capture this. And let's take a listen to it. and I don't hear anything, and that's exactly what we want. You see the meter down here? It's not even reaching above infinity, really. So let's take a listen to our voice and see if the noise reduction has had any negative effect on the clarity of our voice. Alright, welcome back everyone to some more Hearthstone. We're going to be playing some more ladder today with our late game power shaman. Alright, that sounds pretty good to me. Now there is some noise here that will not be removed. That's a slight inhale, and that's fine to leave in. That actually makes the voice sound a little more natural. So let's go ahead and apply this noise reduction to the entire audio clip. And this may take some time since I have the quality set up pretty high. Alright, look at that difference there. You can clearly see in the visual representation here how all the color that used to be up all throughout this sound wave is now reduced to black, which is exactly where we want it to be. Let's take a quick look before and after. That's with noise reduction. This is without noise reduction. Even in the quietest parts of the audio here, you can see that the noise level is not going anywhere above 40 decibels right now on the scale, which is just perfect. So one last thing I like to do before sending this off as a final draft is run it through the normalize process just once more. This should make sure that the highest peaks are still at 0 dB, and otherwise it won't affect the waveform much at all. So this should be a final product right now. Let's go ahead and take a listen to the intro once more. Alright, welcome back everyone to some more Hearthstone. We're going to be playing some more ladder today with our late game power shaman. Let's go ahead and get into our first match. Okay, let's take a listen to a few more places in the audio just to make sure that it's consistent. Let's see, I don't know if I want to silence the Berserker or the Maexna. That is 8 damage, and another 8 damage, and we have the victory. That is awesome. Not too eventful of a pack we got there, anyway. Okay, it sounds really good to me. That'll do it for this quick little tutorial on audio processing. If you have any questions, feel free to post them below in the comments, and I'll get right back to you. Otherwise, thank you all for watching, and I hope I could have been some help. I'll catch you all later in the next episode.